Do you want to know how to make a move on a married woman? Making the first move is scary for most guys, especially when it comes to dealing with married women. Feeling scared, nervous, and even hesitant around a married woman you find attractive is not uncommon. But that doesn't mean you should avoid them at all costs. Approaching them can be one of the most rewarding experiences in your life if they reciprocate your feelings. However, it's helpful to understand the boundaries and appropriate etiquette in these situations beforehand. So, here are 7 ways to make the first move on a married woman. Number 1. Ask her directly. The first and honest way to make a move on a married woman is to ask her directly. Sometimes when you're shy about asking someone out on a date or making the first move, it makes you feel like they don't like you back, but sometimes they just need a little encouragement. If she says yes, then great, and if she says no? Well, that's fine too, it means she's not interested in spending time with you right now anyway. Number 2. Know the relationship status before making your move. If you're not sure if a woman you're interested in is married or not, the first thing you should do is ask. You don't want to make assumptions that could cost you a relationship or even a friendship. If she tells you she's single, proceed with confidence and see if she's interested in you. On the other hand, if she tells you she's married, you'll have to proceed with a bit more tact. It's important to remember that a woman's relationship status is not an open invitation for you to pursue her. Many married women are happily committed to their husbands. It's your job to find out if the woman you're interested in is open to being pursued by someone new. Number 3. Watch for signs of reciprocation. If you've asked the woman you're interested in about her relationship status and she's honest with you, don't let that deter you. Instead, you should use it as a sign that she's open to being pursued. When it comes to making the first move on a married woman, the best thing you can do is pay attention to her nonverbal cues. This includes her body language, eye contact, tone of voice, and the general vibe she's giving off. If you feel like she's interested in you, then it's time for you to make the move. Number 4. Check in with her husband. Before you make a move on a married woman, it's a good idea to check in with her husband. You should do this regardless of her relationship status. Your goal when checking in with her husband is to make sure he's comfortable with you pursuing his wife. You don't want to make him feel like you're trying to steal his wife away from him. Instead, you want to make him feel like you're interested in his wife as a person and that you're interested in being friends with both of them. Be polite and respectful at all times. Don't argue with him or try to prove that you're better than him. Instead, show him that you respect his wife and want to remain friends with both of them. Number 5. Take her on dates. The best way to get to know someone is by hanging out with them. There's nothing like being with someone who knows you best and can give you the most honest feedback on your personality and character. Take her out as often as possible. Don't wait for some specific event to go out together. Just do what makes you happy and go for it. Don't be afraid of asking her out, just make sure that she feels comfortable with the idea. Number 6. Be present when you're together. It's really important that you take the time to be around each other whenever possible, no matter what else is going on in your lives. Don't cancel plans because of work or school, or anything else, just make sure that wherever she ends up going, whether it's a movie theater or bowling alley, make sure that when she gets there, it's with someone who cares about her as much as she does them. Number 7. Don't be afraid to make the first move, but know your limitations. If you followed the tips mentioned earlier and you're still interested in pursuing a married woman, then go for it. Remember, there are plenty of happily married women out there who are open to exploring new relationships. Single women, on the other hand, are typically not as accepting of new relationships. So if you approach a single woman, you're likely to get shot down or have some other negative experience. Keep in mind, however, that you have to proceed with caution. You don't want to push too hard and make her feel uncomfortable. You also don't want to give her the wrong impression or make her feel like you're trying to break up her marriage. Be careful and respectful of her boundaries at all times. Remember, when you pursue a married woman, you're not just getting a girlfriend, you're also potentially gaining a best friend. That said, it's important to remember that you're not entitled to anyone's affection. Even if you follow all of these tips, there's no guarantee that the woman you're interested in will be interested in you too. Instead of putting pressure on yourself and fretting about whether or not she'll like you, just focus on having a good time. Thanks for watching, and if you are interested how to know if a married woman is attracted to you sexually, check out the next video.